Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital in the counseling office, Dorothy, Roxanne, and Jack are talking. You two have made the right step to dealing with the issue at hand, and with my help, we will accomplish a breakthrough in this. Thank you. How do I go about this? Now look now. This isn't gonna be some overnight thing. And yeah, you say that. I just don't see it. Meanwhile, at the Graham High School in the hallway, Mildred's waiting by her locker. Cole came to where she is, and she saw him. Well, I'm in. And as Mildred went and hugged Cole, and as he held her, and as they pulled back and faced each other, I am so excited, and with you being here, the rest of my senior year is gonna fly by. Meanwhile, in the outskirts of London, England, at the Dryden Park Academy in Mrs. Drake's empty classroom, Lucy's by the window thinking. Till Eric came in and went to where she is, and she saw him and head to where he is just as he arrived. I'm sorry I sound paranoid and all, it's fine. After what we went through, it's better to throw caution to the wind. You would think with all the undercovers we have at the school, we would be, Yeah, I mean what I said. As long as I'm here, nobody's gonna hurt you. Meanwhile, outside in the hallway, a hooded figure is watching Lucy and Eric through the window. Meanwhile, in the Great Hall, Carol, Steve, Phoebe, and Oliver are talking. Wow, are you serious? Why are you doing this? Look, your mother and I really don't want this to be true, but it is, isn't it? We'd rather have you find out from us than to hear it from someone else. Well, tell me then, who's my parents? My real parents? Meanwhile, outside on the balcony, Miles is looking at the view waiting. Till someone approached to where he is, and he turned and saw them just as they arrived. There's gonna be some new people showing up here today, so why does that in any way concern me? There's always new people coming about here. They're Frank and Mimi's kids. Oh, I see they brought in another lackey. Nice, just watch their every move. What's going on here? And as Miss Drake came to where they are, and Miles and the man saw her. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital in Dorothy's office, Dorothy, Roxanne, and Jack are talking. Honey, she's trying to help us. I'm sorry. Look, I know confronting the very thing can be very painful in the beginning, but I know if we take it slowly and tackle it at the source. Let's just start with baby steps. Okay, where would you like to begin? Well, honestly, I really don't know. I don't know how about revealing. How about I start things off? Meanwhile, at the Graham High School in the classroom, Mildred and Cole both came in and went and sat next to each other in the back, just as more students began coming in. Let's get to Mildred and Jordan, who are talking. Feels like yesterday, huh? And as Cole looked at Mildred, who saw him. Yeah, like I've never left this place. You'll get used to it. Soon, one of the students, happened to be Sean, came in and went and sat next to Cole in the back, and Mildred saw along Cole. Did they find your... No, and as Sean looked at them, my parents are convinced that Thomas has kidnapped her. What do you expect from that family? All right, settle down, people. And as the woman came in and arrived at her desk and put her stuff down, and as Mildred, Cole, and Sean saw her along with the other students who continued talking. Meanwhile, in the outskirts of London, England, at the Dryden Park Academy in Mrs. Drick's classroom, Lucy and Eric are talking. A part of me missed the rest of my family and all. What brought that on? Well, most of your family is here. Joshua, Wilma, well, not all of us. Mary and Emily are in Australia at an all-girls boarding school. The thing is, I haven't seen Rita or Richard for years, ever since I started coming here, in which I was kind of hoping we can go to a public school. You're looking for a reason not to be here, yeah? Meanwhile, outside in the hallway, a hooded figure is continue watching Lucy and Eric through the window. Meanwhile, in the Great Hall, Carol, Steve, Phoebe, and Oliver are talking. Phoebe, this isn't a good time to be. Why not? When they just dropped this huge bomb saying I'm not your sister. Honey, you gotta understand this. Say that. And as Phoebe turned and went and left the Great Hall. I'll go after her. Thank you, Oliver. And as Oliver turned and also went and left the Great Hall, just as Hannah, Ryan, Ashley, and John all came in and head to where Carol and Steve is, who saw them. What was that about? Long story. What's going on? They're getting ready to bring in the students. Meanwhile, outside on the balcony, the man and Miles are surprised by Mrs. Drake's arrival. Pardon me, I was letting Mr. Miles know the nature of his restrictions and all. Oh right, Xander. I keep forgetting that you work here, seeing that you're young and handsome to say the least. I get that a lot, ma'am. Well, carry on. I do need to see you later though. And as Miss Drake turned and walk away. And as Xander turned and faced Miles, who saw him. Well then, Mr. Bradshaw, look, you only can call me that during school hours. Meanwhile, in the front area, a limousine arrived at the school. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital in the counseling office, Dorothy, Roxanne, and Jack are talking. I feel so great for all the kids that's given to me. And I couldn't be more blessed to have my wife by my side. And as Jack looked at Roxanne, who saw him, having Zach was the best thing that— Are you for real right now? Of course I am, honey. Let him finish. And as Roxanne looked at Dorothy, he can, because clearly he's in the dream world of fairy tales. And as she looked back at her husband, call me when you're back on planet Earth. And as Roxanne got up and got her purse and went and left the office. And as Jack looked at Dorothy while leaning back in the chair, well, that went well. I think I might have a suggestion of sorts. Meanwhile, at the Graham High School in one of the classroom, a woman is facing her class with the students there, including Mildred, Cole, and Sean, who are present in the back row. Alright, welcome back to the second term. And for those who are new, and those who clearly forgot my name and all, it is Christina Nalo. Now, why don't we dive right into this? And as she got a stack of packets and head to the students in the front row, take one and pass it to the back. And as she gave it to each student that's in the front row, and as they got one packet and passed it along to the back. Let's get to the back row where Mildred, Cole, and Sean were talking. Let's get to Mildred and Cole first. So, I was thinking, since your parents are still away for Say No More, good. You guys really doing this? You shouldn't have to hide. Thing is, my father's overprotective, and as Mildred looked at Sean beyond Cole. Why? The two of you are 18. You shouldn't have. The thing is, mate, We have to take things one step at a time. I mean, he barely gotten to know us as a couple, and telling him that we're married, well, I'll get it. Not to worry, Sean. It'll all come when the time is right. Excuse me back there. Are we interrupting whatever this is? No, Miss Nolan. No, not at all. Cole, I thought that was you. No need to explain. Now, let's get on with the homework assignment that you lot will have. Meanwhile, in the outskirts of London, England, at the Dryden Park Academy in Mrs. Drake's classroom, Lucy and Eric are talking. I don't know. Me head is wrapped around in millions of pieces at the moment. You shouldn't let that stress you out. I know, which is why I'm glad to have you by my side. Thank you. Of course. And as they begin to hug each other, just as Miss Drake came in and saw what's going on, causing Lucy and Eric to pull away and turn and saw Mrs. Drake there. Clearly, since the pair of yous have so much freedom, perhaps we should put it to good use by you two lot going around and telling everyone in your classes that the funeral is about to begin. Meanwhile, in Xander's classroom, Xander came in, and as he closed the door and head towards his desk, and arrived and sat down and pulled out a cell phone from his pocket, and as he began calling someone. Frank? Yeah, it's me. Just want to let you know that everything is going according to plan. Not to worry, I'll keep him in line. Meanwhile, in Phoebe's room, Phoebe's lying in bed thinking. To someone knock on her door. Go away! Phoebe, it's Oliver. Can we talk? Please. And as Phoebe got up from her bed and head to the door, and arrived and got it, and it's Oliver who came in. And as Phoebe closed the door, and as she turned and faced him, who did the same. You should really be at your brother's funeral. Listen, I don't give a damn about some piece of paper or whatever information you learn. The fact of the matter is, you're still my sister, and I'm gonna always look after you as much as I can. Sorry for being so dramatic down there. Don't be. You have a right to know who your parents is, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do going forth. Meanwhile, in the great hall, Carol, Steve, Hannah, Ryan, Ashley, and John are talking. No worries, Carol. We're gonna get you through this ordeal. Thank you, Hannah. And if you need anything from my wife and I, thanks, Dad. And as the students begin coming in, and they saw, why don't we go take our places? You go. Carol and I will catch you up in a sec. And as Hannah, Ryan, Ashley, and John all head and sat in the front left row, let's get to Carol and Steve who are talking. What is it? I just wish the others are here. Well, we are, and as Carol and Owen both came in to where they are, and Carol and Steve saw them, we've gotten word that you're gonna be doing his send-off here, which is fitting since he was a legend here and all. Yes, he was, and now we're gonna honor him in every way. Meanwhile, outside in the front area where the limousine is, the driver opened the door, and Gloria, Maria, and Holden all stepped out. Here we are, Dryden Park Academy, and as they all look at the school, just as the driver closed the door and head to where the trunk is, while Gloria, Maria, and Holden are talking. Looks like a preppy school to me. Most likely it is. And as the driver came back with their stuff and put it next to them, and as he head back to the limousine and got in, good luck, And as he got back in the limousine and closed it and drove away. Let's get back to Gloria, Maria, and Holden who are talking. So this is where my parents wants to leave us. Great. And as Doug came out, and Gloria, Maria, and Holden's song, "You three lot must be Gloria, Maria, and Holden. I've been